So just say what your job is here.
Well, we kind of made our own internship. So I've been helping Evan out with like social media stuff. So like I'll make ads for his Instagram and Facebook. I'm trying to emphasize more comedy in his profile because he only has time to take pictures of people singing. He doesn't have like a photographer here full time or anything to be here like during comedy nights because he's so busy at the bar. So that's kind of my job. As a worker or as a person who just likes watching?
Little from column A, little from column B.
Okay. So comedy as a worker for an intern at the bar, it's kind of the same. I have to be more picky about the pictures I take though, because I should only be taking pictures when their masks are fully up and they're following all procedures. But sometimes they slip and stuff like that, so when that happens I can't use the images. But as just someone who likes watching comedy, it's changed because now they can't really rely on their facial expressions to sell jokes. So it's a little harder to really get the joke across, but a lot of them are actually adapting really well. So that's kind of what's changed.
So like what are some restrictions you face during COVID?
When it comes to filming?
Yeah.
Yeah, so with clients, we have to find a lot of workarounds. So often clients want to use content that we create for them, video projects for them long term. So essentially, we have to find ways that we can be safe about it and try to not get masks in certain things.
All right.
Unless it is surrounding advertising during COVID. But that's been the main thing, the challenge of the workaround of trying not to get masks in like tourist videos and stuff that we've been doing.
All right.
Yeah.
And any challenges like filming live stand-up like in specifically?
I mean, we don't really do anything. That's just me personally. I film my own stand-up. For me, the challenge when I film myself doing sets is having a mask on. You can't really get your facial expressions, your emotions that you want to convey to people when you're doing different bits. You know, whether you're angry or happy or sad, it's hard without half your face. So you really got to work the eyes. But yeah.
And you do stand-up, right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between doing stand-up now compared to before?
Just the ability to, one, express yourself, with your face, and then the crowd, more people came out before. It's starting to pick back up, but, just people's ability to see their face, interact with them, and just the amount of people coming out has drastically changed. Shows in general. I mean, I'm relatively new to it, so this has been a good time for me to build up my skill set when it comes to stand-up. But I know it's hard for a lot of comics who need shows and are trying to do shows when there are no shows. But they're starting to come back, but less amount of people can come to shows, which reduces the amount of money made by a show, and so it's a workaround, but it's surely coming back.
All right. So what's the difference between doing stand-up in the before times compared to now?
Like before the apocalypse, before the pandemic and everything. Well, I mean, I guess before you had more of a goal, because like you're just like, you saw the progression of like, okay, if I book this spot at a comedy club, like maybe as a host, maybe in like 6 months I can come back as a feature act, maybe a year or two from now I can come back as like a headliner if I build the material, because there's all these different rooms, so you can build material way quicker. Now it's like 2 rooms a week, and I'm just like fucking around. I'm just having fun now, and it's actually way less stressful because it doesn't, like, I don't have any deadlines to make, so I just have more fun now, and it's just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna be a silly goose with no pressure. And even though it's just like open mics and dive bars, and it's kind of like a dying art in some ways, it's still fun, and it's like no fucks given because it's like there's no pressure anymore. So I kind of like the pandemic comedy. I mean, I can't wait for shit to get back to normal, but I mean, I'm having fun right now. I'm having fun messing around and goofing off.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I appreciate this, man. Hey, how's your son, by the way?
Good, man. He's getting big.
Yeah?
Yeah.